For over 1,200 years, Dublin Port has been an integral part of Dublin City. Dublin Port is now the engine for Ireland's trading economy, handling over 2/3 of containerised trade to and from Ireland, and 50% of all Ireland's exports and imports. As an island, Ireland's only way of trading is through seaports, with 99% of trade passing through our ports. With Dublin City and its suburbs being the main origin and destination for goods, the port's location near the city makes it cheaper and quicker for goods to pass through to the marketplace. The port also plays an important role in tourism, with 1.8 million ferry passengers last year, and the cruise business contributing up to €50 million to the local economy.
The Dublin Port is absolutely vital to the Irish import and export sector. Something like half of the volume of trade that goes through ports on the island of Ireland comes through Dublin. In money terms, that translates into something like over €35 billion worth of trade. And to put that into perspective, the total value of trade in and out of the country is about 80 billion. So Dublin is approaching half of the value of all merchandise trade in and out of this country.
Dublin Port operates 24 hours per day, 365 days of the year, with over 13,500 truck movements in and out of the port every day. The huge investment by the company in port facilities ensures that trucks and trailers are moved on and off the ferries in an efficient and speedy manner. Some 11 kilometres of trucks roll off the ferries between 5:30 a.m. and 6:30 a.m. every day and deliver their cargo to shopping centres such as Dundrum, Liffey Valley and city centre stores, before most of us have even had our breakfast. The empty ferries are then filled with Ireland's exports, which are transported to destinations around the world. It's a busy port for a busy trading city.
The port and the city have really grown one with the other. As the city expanded, it needed a bigger port. As the port expanded, it fed into the expansion of the city. It has always been the case that one grew with the other. And we are now at a point where we do now need to be looking to the future. Things might be bad at the moment, but definitely economic recovery is going to come. And the port is vital to the future growth of Dublin and the future prosperity of not only Dublin but also of the island of Ireland.
The future development of Dublin Port is crucial for economic growth in Ireland, and Dublin Port Company has started to plan for the next 30 years of trade. This planning process requires input from all parties in order to ensure an effective strategy, and Dublin Port Company is currently engaging with all stakeholders for their feedback. The port's customers have ever-changing needs, and Dublin Port Company must anticipate and respond to these. There are many challenges facing the port as it develops: engineering, environmental, planning and operational. Dublin Port Company faces many questions in developing a strategy to cope with increased capacity towards 2040. With a 5-fold increase in trade passing through Dublin Port over the past 20 years, it's essential that the port keeps pace with capacity requirements. So how will Dublin Port be able to double capacity by 2040?
What we want people to do in the consultation process is talk to us. We want people to give us their ideas, their views on what we think we should be doing. We know the port business terribly well. We don't necessarily know everything, we don't claim to know everything, so we do need consultation from people as to how we can better integrate the hard infrastructure of the port with the city, how we can make the city and the port grow together in unison.
Dublin Port Company is entering into an extensive consultation process with all port stakeholders in order to develop a comprehensive plan for the development of the port. Your involvement is crucial to this process. If you have any questions on the process or would like to communicate your views, please contact us with your input.